Alright, what's up guys? I hope you're having a great day. And before we get into this video of tips and tricks and just how to improve overall on a console, I recommend coming and check out the stream. It will be on screen now. Twitch.tv/Razzle355. Come check out my stream. It's good. Have a laugh. I give you some tips and tricks. It's good content. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Leave a like, make sure to comment, subscribe, and yeah, come check out my stream. I try and stream almost every day. I don't have a schedule yet, but I'll appreciate the support. And yeah, enjoy this clip, and then we'll get into the video. Peace. I'm not touching the ground. These cunts run out of launches. Bop. 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 Bop.
Oh, we get it.
What's up, guys? Hey, yo, what's up, guys? It's Razzle355 here. Alright, so to get started, you want to go to settings. Settings probably wouldn't be the most important, but it's pretty important. So X and Y don't really matter anymore. That's just more honestly like pump shots and just your movement. Scopes, that's completely up to you. So you guys want to use mine, that's cool. Your wireless building, so this is where your X and Y might come in handy. So if you play around like a 9 or 10 like me, this is a completely preferable, because I know everyone knows Nick Mercs. What the fuck? Who the fuck's that? Let's get the fuck out of me. I know everyone knows Nick Mercs, and he plays on like a really low sense, and he's still a decent builder. But then other people like Ghost Aiden and stuff like that, you guys might know him. He's more of like a complex builder. He plays on a bit more high sensitivity, but he's still pretty low. So this is pretty much almost up to you. But you would want to slowly try and ease up your X and Y if you can, if you do play low. And obviously your building's just like a double of that, so like it's a multiplier. So that's up to you as well. But if you want to try this, or at least just ease up to this, because playing on 200 doesn't mean you're going to be good. I feel like that's just too far. Like that's just too much. Shit, what was his on? But some really important things that you must do would have to be, where is it? If you could try and use sprint by default, that just frees up a whole nother button for editing and all that, but that can be a different video, or I can explain it in a sec. Reset building choice, everyone should have that. Turbo building, obviously. Edit mode aim assist, I don't know if you guys know about that, but you'd want to turn that off. That's just where like a controller like drags you, like it sort of helps you, but I feel like it just doesn't really help. Builder Pro immediately. If you still play Builder Pro, which I recommend everyone should, you definitely want this on, because when you used to not have it on, you used to have to hold L2 or like hold R2 to let it place, but with Builder Pro immediately, you legit just tap it. Like you just tap anything and it just places. If you see what I mean. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. Much else. If you still use hold circle to edit, you would want to put this really low, or just lower. These guys are even motherfucker. You want to put this like, I don't use it anymore, so I don't worry about it, so have that whenever. But I would definitely recommend, if you can even try, there's some really good edit bindings, so just search on some videos on that, or just leave a comment if you want to see me make some videos on that, because I know a lot of them. But I use X to edit, because I use L3 to jump, so I get like better shotgun aims, because I don't use a scuff. I've seen people use right on the D-pad to edit. I've seen people use, some people still use hold circle, like some really good players. You don't need to switch it, but yeah, there's some, I know some people even use the D-pad for switch mode to switch to your pickaxe and stuff. No, not switch mode, yeah, switch to your pickaxe. Or even switch mode, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I can make a separate video on that if you guys like. But basically I use X to edit, L3 to jump. I don't use sprint, I use auto sprint. Everything else is pretty much the same. So but I want to try and put, if you see edit controls, my circle is still confirmed, so I have to go X into circle, which is kind of confusing, so I'm trying to go to maybe R1 as edit, so I don't have to take any of my thumbs off the thumbsticks, which are just completely freed up. So like when I confirm, it will be R1, which is like, it will be really helpful. But besides that, I think that's basically all. So I feel like everyone should know 90s. Everyone knows what 90s is, I'm sure. Those are probably like the most useful like builds when you're in a build battle or even anything, doing 90s, because it gets you up like the quickest. That makes sense. And they're not very hard on console. Like everything PC players, console players can do if you're good enough. So I was like aiming and flicking and shit. But, so 90s is basically, I'll do it fast for a second. So when you do 90s, you have to go 3 up. So it would be like 1, 2, 3, because then you get jump fatigue. So then you go out 1. So 1, 2. Oh shit, my bad. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3, 1. Well, my building's trash right now. My bad. 1, 2, 3. Then out 1, 1, 2, 3, and then out 1, and 1. Now I'm stuck on this. 1. I already 1. 1, 2, 3, and then out 1. So that's your 90s. I'll go through it slowly for you. So with your 90s, so if you're just starting like I'd recommend going to creative and like just mucking around on the block, because this is where like you'd want to learn most of your stuff. But you obviously got to take that into real games as well. So you'd want to go stair, ramp. Alright, so we'll start it here. So you pretty much, I'll go slow. It's kind of hard to explain. And you run up, so you do wall, wall, and if you can do a wall under you, then floor, ramp, wall, wall. But like if you can't, you can obviously just do that, because like, I don't know, a lot of people do that, it's probably easier. Like I don't even do that bottom wall sometimes. It's kind of just, I gotta get used to that maybe. When you look down, just like place your you probably do that, so it would be like, and then maybe you could look down and then jump to that, and look down, jump to that, or you can just be like, but you have to do 3, because look, I'll show you, if you do 4, so already I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, you get jump fatigue and like you fall through your ramp. That's why you have to do 3. Oh shit. So that's basically the 90s. If you want to just go slow on that, you can just keep going over it. There's not much else to explain. Those are really good to practice. Some other things, there's so many editing courses. I could leave some codes to that if you guys want. Just comment if you need them and I'll reply to you and leave a code for you. For in creative, you can just go up to like the riffs and just hold hold square on the riffs and go set code. And there's like Mongrail courses and just like heaps of like editing courses. But if you don't want to do the editing courses, some easy way to practice editing, you could just like maybe set up some walls like this. I'd recommend doing editing courses though, but some of them are pretty difficult if you're just trying to learn. Legit, this will practice your editing a lot. Or you could legit just stand here. I do this in like pre-games and stuff just to warm up. And then basically just do whatever edits you want. My bad. But for editing, I'd recommend doing courses, because courses are easily the best way you could learn how to edit. Like there's a lot of good resources you can use in Fortnite now, not just editing. But got to do with building. So 90s and so with 90s, since your sensitivity honestly doesn't need to be that high. Like you'll see, I can go slow and still do 90s. Like I don't know if that's slow for you, but like, or I just like do what I normally do and sort of just like flick it sometimes. But what you would want high sensitivity for is just like when you're in build battles and you like turn around. But I swear to God, this guy's gonna catch my hands in a second. And you just want to like flick or something. Oh shit! If you're trying to like do that. There's some other really good things to practice would be. So if you're starting to get into like a build off from someone and like, oh this is a must. If you're pushing someone, like you can start off with just like this, obviously, but that's like not stable if you're just building up by 1. So you'd want to, just to start off, maybe you could do like ramp wall, ramp wall, ramp wall, ramp wall. I feel like everyone knows this, but then if you want to get a bit more complex, you could do ramp floor. So with this, you start off by running up and you go floor, floor, ramp wall, floor, ramp wall, floor, ramp wall, floor, ramp wall, floor, ramp wall. Once you get the hang of that, that's really simple. And if you want to get even more complex, so like it's even more stable, you could go ramp, floor, ramp, wall. So you ramp, floor, ramp, wall, ramp, floor, ramp, wall, ramp, floor, ramp, wall. Because you can imagine how hard that would be to shoot down if you're pushing someone like that. Because it's like you have to shoot through the You have to shoot through the ramp and the wall, then the ramp again, or the ramp, the floor, the ramp. So it's 3 instead of like 2, whereas down here that's 2. Or if you just do like that's probably 1 miss if they get a good angle, or 2. So that's some other stuff to learn. These are really important as well if you're pushing. If you're trying to like build up on someone, if you just edits like this. Alright, so when I was talking about the editing courses before, how you just it would spawn you like here in front of your rift, and you know how there's always like these featured rifts that go around here. You just run up to any of them, and it says select island code, and obviously you can just select the island code. See, like I've already got this one. It's a warm-up course, advanced. So wait. So that's the code there. If you just want to quickly pause and put that down. This is just one of them. You can literally just search up on Google or YouTube, just warm-up courses or like editing courses or just anything you want to learn. So I select that, let it load. Alright, so with this editing course that I was about to show you, I will probably make a separate video on this if you really want to learn how to do it. But there's so many other videos out there, and most of it's common sense. Like you're sort of seeing it now. Most of it's pretty obvious. So I hope this video today helped you guys as much as possible. If you have any questions, just let me know and I'll help you guys out. And yeah, just make sure to check out my stream, twitch.tv/Razzle355. I'll appreciate that tremendously. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Peace.